Acknowledging moderators. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm just going to start talking and see what's going on. Um, I'm a newbie, so I'm not going to have a lot of people, that's for sure. But here I am, anyways. And what I want to talk about, and I know you guys can watch this later, you know, but you don't have to be here right now. But what I want to talk about is the first step to take if you're creatively blocked. And it's not what you think. There's no magic tricks to getting over creative blocks. But the best way that I know how to do it is to begin my day the night before. So, what do I mean by that? Go to bed early. That's basically it. Here's the thing. When I get in a creative block, when I am stuck and just not painting, I don't feel like doing anything, I just want to slop on the couch and I just don't want to do anything. There are some positive things for a couple of days doing that, you know, as kind of a cocooning stage where you're, you know, getting things together. And, you know, people who live up in this upper realm, in this creative, inspirational, vibrational realm, tend to have these up and down flows. We're not like one of those steady day by day by day by day. But even the day by day by day by day people get into these creative ruts. So the first thing to do is go to bed early. And I mean, by 10 o'clock, like you set the time. Okay, if you can't do it because you're working and whatever, and that's a different story. But basically what you want to do is go to bed earlier than what you normally would, and wake up, you know, by 5 in the morning. And that will ignite your day. When you get over the first couple of days of that slump of trying to put it all together, you're going to have this, you know, a couple of days of being a little bit off. But then you go to bed, and when you go to bed at the same time every day, and you have a powerful and very simple nighttime routine, you will be surprised by what happens and how that small practice all on its own will begin to unfold and open up and begin to bring you towards your creative flare, that those embers that are coals that are burning, and you can, you know, burst them into a fire and get moving again, and just you know, get on a painting and just let it go and come out, or whatever other creative endeavor that you're into. So in order to go to bed at 10 o'clock, and that's just my time, so, you know, everybody will work out their own times. The point of all of this is that you go to bed early at a specific time. I crawl in bed around 9 o'clock and read a book. You know, remember those actual books? Not ebooks, not not scrolling on my phone, none of that. The phone is turned off usually, unless my husband is out fishing, then I need to have the phone on. But normally it's closed. I have no disruptions, and I'm reading a book and relaxing and mellowing out. I do not have. I still have the blue light in my bedroom. I live on a Greek island. We don't have right now the opportunities, and I haven't put that on my list of specifics that I have to do when I go into the city to get better lighting for the room. Also, part of the bedtime routine, aside from getting in bed at 9, I mean, you can get in bed at 9:30. There's no strict rules, but let's say, on an ideal night, I'll get in bed at 9 and just spend an hour reading, and I will get a notebook. I have a notebook, and I write down what I want to do for the next day. And that just puts it here in my mind and lets it work all night. So then when I get up in the morning, I don't have to think about it. I already know what I'm going to do. There's no time spent trying to figure that out. It's already done the night before. And I also write, I have a gratitude journal, and I sit down and I write 3 things, ideally, 3 things that I feel really, really grateful for, things that I'm very thankful for that happened during the day. Sometimes I only write one thing, but I always write something. And that is the practice. We're not looking at perfection anywhere. Forget the perfection thing. Just doing good enough. And the other thing that's really important, 2 other things. The first is give yourself at least 3 hours without eating. Don't do the nighttime snack. I mean, if it doesn't bother you when you're sleeping, fine. But I think you'll find that if you have a digested stomach, and you are not in that process of this heavy, full digestion, you're going to sleep a lot better. And also, don't drink tons of water before you go to bed. I pretty much stop drinking water around 5. I drink about 4. They're not full liter bottles. They're 75 milliliters. I drink about 4 of those, 3 to 4 of those a day. I have a couple of sips of water after 5 or 6, where's my last meal, and I will just kind of sip a little bit here and there, so that I don't get up, 10 times in the night to pee. No fun, and you won't get a good night's sleep. So this is the thing: I read, I sleep, and I don't put on any alarms because I'm going to bed at 10. So I naturally wake up around 4:20, 4:30. It depends what time I fell asleep. And I just wake up naturally. You guys have no idea, if you've never done this, how wonderful you feel when you wake up naturally. And I mean, you're not disrupted by alarms. You're not pulled out of deep sleep. You go through all of your sleep cycles, and when you're coming out of a sleep cycle, you wake up and you're fully refreshed. So I wake up and I get out of bed and I begin my day. And even if it's 4:30 in the morning, I'll get up, I'll clean the house, I'll start cooking. I'll do that. And while I'm doing that, I I work out. So I will do like, push-ups. And no, I'm really bad at working out. I hate it. Not my favorite thing to do. But I will work out. I will do something, do sit-ups. I'll do a round of, push-ups and sit-ups, and then go and start my food. And then I'll get the food going, put it in the pot, and or put it in the oven, and then I'll do more workouts. I mean, I'll just keep going, like back and forth and back and forth. I'll sweep the house, and do I don't know, do something, yoga, or like the sun salutations, which are my favorite things to do in the morning because it just works out my whole body. But that's basically it. Why would that help with a creative block? I mean, really, it's a good question. I mean, what does going to bed early on, have to do with releasing any kind of creative blocks? But it does. And I think it does because when you put yourself on a program, especially for creative types like me who like swim in and out of those kind of boundaries, right? When I get myself organized and I get a good night's sleep, I am uninterrupted. I wake up early. I take care of all the stuff I need to do. Then when the sun comes up, then I can sit down and journal, which is one of my vital parts, and I get to have my cup of coffee and move into my other creative acts during the day, such as painting. There are other things to do. There's a lot of other things to do if you're creatively blocked. But, you know, this is the beginning of it. How to release it. The first thing you do is you take care of the night before and get that down, right? And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I haven't really got, I'll go into the other things another time, maybe when I have more people on the channel and I figure out this whole live thing and how to do it better. And yeah, it's kind of funny because, it's a difficult thing to figure out how to get over a creative block. It really is. And when you're stuck, you can't actually like go in and paint when you don't feel like it, when nothing works. You can't mix your colors, you can't get the design right. It doesn't work. And it just, for me, when I get creatively blocked, I just push away and I don't even want to come in here at all. So the first thing I do is fix my bedtime. Am I going to bed by 10 o'clock? For me, it's 10 o'clock. I want to get up early. I wake up without the alarm clock. I wake up naturally. I get up. I begin working out. I do things that are, getting the stuff of my day done, and just putting myself in that organized state from the night before. A good night's sleep, which is everything, you guys, is everything. It'll clear up. It's the beginning of clearing up any kind of block that you might be going through. So I do that. And then, somehow, in some way, I get more things done. And my day comes together. And I am more creative. I've worked out, and I don't like to work out. I'm not a fiend in the gym. I can't even get to a gym. I live on this little tiny island. And so I have to do everything myself. And it's, I would much rather go to a gym have the music, have the atmosphere, get into it. I haven't got it, right? So I'm in my house up on a hill. So I'll do a workout there, I'll cook the food, I'll clean up the house, and then I'll run down to the beach and take an early morning swim before the hordes of people show up during this wonderful summer season. If you guys don't know, I live on a small Greek island, and I'm from Minnesota originally, and I paint Greece. This is where I am. This is what I do. My husband's a fisherman. We raised our kids here, and yeah, life on this small Greek island. So that's my first thing. If I'm stuck anywhere, if I have any kind of creative block, all right, I have any kind of, I just don't want to be in the studio. And here, while you're here, like these paintings here, this is just a cloud, right? Can you see it? Let me get up closer. Okay, it's not done yet. This is like the first layer, and then here's an abstract based on the same thing. So a lot of times when I'm creatively stuck and in a creative block, I will begin a painting, and if I get stuck on it, like I was getting stuck on this one, I'll pull out this other canvas and just create an abstract of it. Just paint intensely, just like without thinking, without working on it, just grabbing the colors and putting it on, getting it kind of wild and crazy. And that on its own will release pretty much anything that I'm going through. So this is a really super practice as well. But before I do this, I check my bedtime. I work on my nighttime routine, because your bedtime routine will kick off, will spark. It's the embers that are sparking your next day. So try that out and see how that works for you next time you get stuck. All right. I am going to shut down and talk to you later. I am new. This is my first live stream, so I'm not sure what I'm doing. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will answer and give you freely what I know, what works for me, and maybe it'll help you out. Okay? Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here with me. I appreciate it. Okay. Talk soon. Ciao. Now I don't even know how to turn this off. This is so fun. Okay. I suppose it's this little X up here. I'm going to push that and see what happens. All right. Bye. It didn't go. Oh, there you are. Are you sure that you want to stop streaming? Yeah, I'm going to stop. All right. Bye.